Rabbis.
Good morning. Today, day 4 in our counting of the Omer. We are still in Chol HaMoed. We're still in the heavy days
Moedim L'Simcha.
of Pesach, of Passover. And the energies today, we're still in the week of Chesed,
Chesed, giving,
unconditional,
kindness, love,
unconditional love, kindness,
L-U-V.
mercy.
Mercy.
And the fourth day, Netzach.
Netzach,
Netzach, kind of endurance,
endurance,
assertiveness,
triumphant,
right? Which will be balanced
eternal.
tomorrow by humility, of course.
Yeah.
But today we are in Netzach.
Today we're
Netzach.
celebrating up. We're up.
We're up, and it's nice to think about Chesed and Netzach together.
I have some other ways of reading the key too, by the way. The key, Key, to the elementals, the 7 elementals that we experience. We align ourselves with these blessed days. I have several other versions of understanding that. Maybe I'll give over a few of those this morning so we can talk about that.
Okay. We do have a fourth question.
Good.
Each day we've been adding another question.
More questions.
More questions to the 4 questions of the Seder.
We're suspicious of certainty.
Right. And limits and limitations. You know, there are boundaries, and we've learned that even in these energies, but
You got that right.
not limitations. And, you know, this notion of chametz you put into this 4th question. So the question is, what interferes with the freedom journey? If you remember the first question,
Well, the first question was, what is freedom?
right.
What is it really?
Oops.
What's that?
Okay. And then, and this 4th question is, what interferes with your freedom journey?
Okay.
I put out the chametz, all the leavened food from my life for this journey. What is this chametz that I remove from my life during Pesach? The chametz is anything inflatable. All the inflatable aspects of self that prevent God. The inflatable sense of self-aggrandizement, the inflatable narcissism of self. This is chametz. And this is what I take out of my life during Passover. There is no room for God in a person too full of self. I get, in a word, humble. We call humility bitul, which means little or suppression of self. Less self, more other. Less self, more other, capital O. This is an emerging spirituality. When I eat matzah, that substance of no chametz, I am reminded that chametz takes me away from godliness. And tomorrow we'll have a 5th question.
Yeah. There's a hidden
4,
5th.
There's always 5.
Hidden 5th.
Right. So I like that. But you know, chametz, in this sense, is stuff that's puffed up. But it's, you know, it's not really. It's really the wheat. It's time. You know, it's that wheat that was guarded and the bread that was cooked before the 18 minutes.
You know, I was having a conversation with Maimonides outside the bookstore.
Oh, good.
Can I share that with you?
Yeah, Maimonides always has something good to say. I know you saw him at Schnucks one day.
We were sitting on the bench outside the bookstore. Have you noticed there's only one bench outside this place? Asked M. Use the library. M continued. Man, M said to me, you live in a strange time. You might not see that because you know Jimmy. He called me Jimmy when he didn't expect me to respond. You live here. One of your great writers said it, quoting his teacher. You must not write the history of your time until you can hear the people speaking. Okay, I said, I won't. M laughed and tossed a fig to his doggy, Tiresias. who was sitting quietly at his feet. Listen, Jimmy, suck it up and here, take a dose of the antidote to the frustration you are feeling in your time. M gave me a piece of matzah he kept in a pouch tied around his belly. What is this called in the Haggadah? M asked. It's called poor person's bread or bread of poverty, something like that. From the Aramaic, I said, lachma anya. In the Zohar, it's called something quite different, classic text of Jewish mysticism. In the Zohar, it's called something quite different, the bread of faith. Or is it different? It's different, I said. Think again. You must not tell the story of freedom, said M, until you can hear the enslaved speaking, said, smiling. Poor person's bread, the bread of faith. We have faith that in freedom, all of us will be released. All of us. This is the story we carry for the world. This from Rav Kook. How different do the two versions of your antidote feel now? Not so different, I said. End of lesson, said M. He jumped over the bench, and Tiresias led him toward the grocery, next to the oud repair store, to buy a little packaged freedom in the matzah aisle. Passover, he yelled over the din of traffic. It's supposed to be joyous. Bread of faith.
The bread of faith.
Rav Kook's version, our purpose carried the message to the world,
Yeah.
not just for us. And it goes not just for the individual, from the individual to the collective, to our people,
I love that.
and then to the world. We have to carry this message to the world.
But how can you carry it through a practice that isn't shared?
I think it's, again, an aspiration. It's another in the category of aspiration. Certainly now it is.
Yeah. Well, we have, we can, at this moment, we can do what we can do, and we can put ourselves in the arms of this tradition and be as thoughtful as we can be entertain the chesed of the energy of this time, and today feel the netzach.
Feel some sense of accomplishment, some sense, a little bit.
Yeah. Some sense of assertion.
We're pushing.
Yeah.
Here's a piece about the key, about the energies. Today I am a vessel. We're taught that this is a kind of a spiritual alignment. According to Rabbi Nachman, if we pay attention to the energies of the day, we align ourselves to God's blessed will in his language. So I thought about that, Each day is a different sensibility. Today I am a vessel, a working out of potencies, energies, elementals. In particular, I am a daily elemental within 7 weeks of shifting elementals. Work me, O holy God. You have my intention. You have my attention. My intention and my attention. The key, 3, 3, and 1. The 7 weeks corresponding to the 7 lower sphero, 2 sets of 3, 2 triads, and 1 spigot, I call it, on the bottom, where the divine overflow spills
into.
Chesed, loving kindness, gevura, restraint, tiferet, beauty, first triad. We're into the second triad today. Netzach, you think you know. Hod, you don't know. Yesod, foundation. And then Malchut, the spigot, the overflow.
Yeah. So I think in that sense, it does feel like a gift to the world, because if we do this work and we are intentional, maybe it will shift things a little bit, shift the balance, tip the scale toward the good.
Can I get a tea with Susie? Should we close with the prayer of the hands as requested by our fan base from Illinois?
Prayer of the hands.
Our Illinois fan base. She's the head of the Illinois fan base.
She's also a wonderful teacher.
Ready?
Spiritual sister. Yeah.
Prayer of the hands. Let's get quiet for a second. You can hear the rain behind us.
Yeah.
It's raining today.
Beautiful.
Here, we're on a Greek island, by the way.
Right.
Close with a moment of quiet. Remembering our teachers' inspirations, influences, all our relations, our beloveds. Take your thumb now and run it up and down your heart line. Now take your hands and put them together against your chest like Anjali Mudra. Then take your left hand and set it within your right hand, as in the Zohar, classic text of Jewish mysticism. Keep it to your chest. Feel your physical and spiritual union on your heart line. Spend a moment in gratitude for all that you have received, given, received. Hold your hands away from yourself in a posture of blessing, palms out. Spread your fingers. Posture of turn your palms up like the 5-petal rose, the opening intention of the Zohar. You may drop your hands. Leave a moment for the silent expectation for peace. Starving for it. Peace of the near and peace of the far. The upper worlds and lower worlds will find each other. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, say, Amen.
Amen. So on this fourth day of the Omer, we ask the fourth question. What interferes with the freedom journey? And today you have the Netzach. The Netzach to really ask that question and do something about it. So let's do the blessing.
Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kisha mitzvotav v'tzivanu astirat
Omer. Today.
On the counting of the Om. Today's
great day.
Thanks, babies.
Mm-hmm.